What's up? Praise the Lord. Welcome to another episode of Untouchable Conservative. And hope everything is going well with you and your family. Gas prices are high still. Nothing is changing. Summer is getting hotter in Detroit. And violence is kind of running rampant right now. You know, as we approach, the summer months, violence is definitely turning up. And as some of you guys know, I'm a big advocate of letting the youth know that rap music is destroying our community. I don't think we could just totally eliminate rap music, because not all rap is like drill music, but a large portion is just giving the youth the wrong message. And I don't know who this guy Julio Fulio is. I never heard of him. I never heard of none of his music. But I know he was murdered. And his killers are now going to be sentenced to life in prison. And it was chilling to listen to the remarks of the warden, where he brought up sweat equity on this young man. And he seemed like a young man that was he looked pretty put together. And it's unfortunate that this young black man destroyed his life over taking somebody else's life. And the warden said to this young man, y'all probably seen the clip, he said, yeah, we're going to get the sweat equity out of him. He's a young man. He's good. He's in good shape. We could work him. He was really talking about him like, for real, like a slave. And it's sad because he did it to himself. It's hard to feel sorry for somebody who takes a life of somebody who's just in cold murder and blood. But that's how the devil uses our young people, and especially he uses young black men. And that's why I'm just such a strong advocate for fathers in the household and mothers not raising these children, because they are not giving them the full truth about what's going on. You get caught up in all this rap music, and you get caught up in all this liberalism, and you get caught up in listening to all this drill music, and a lot of these kids don't have conflict resolution skills. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean you have to be a punk. When you walk away from something, that don't mean you a punk. You should only have to take somebody's life if they trying to take your life. In my opinion. Or they trying to hurt, somebody in your family. But this young man murdered another rapper, I'm assuming. And the warden was just talking about sweat equity. So he's going to be locked up for the rest of his life. And the black community get mad when I talk about, we in the black community put so much emphasis on we hate Trump. Trump is the reason why we're not successful. Trump is Trump. No, we are destroying each other. And we're destroying each other quicker than we can blink. The youth is killing the youth. And it's sad because we don't need the Ku Klux Klan no more. We killing each other. You know, we talk about racism and white supremacy, but we got black men hunting down other black men for sport. You know, and that's sad. And that's sad, you know. And the warden, the way he was putting it on him was, yeah, we glad to have him here. Yeah, because he gonna make us money. And black people gotta understand, jail is a business. Jail is a business. You think when you go to jail, you just going to jail. Nah, you get a number. This guy said you get a number, which is an account number. Just like when you go to work at your regular job, you get an account number. They don't know you by your name. They know you by an account number. And the warden was like, yeah, we glad to have him here. We glad to have him here. We glad to have him locked up for the rest of his life. We glad that he killed another black man and now he got to go sit in jail for the rest of his life. He was glad. And we got to wake up, man. We got to wake up. Because nobody is going to save us from each other. We could talk about white supremacy all day, every day. But that's irrelevant if we are destroying each other. And like I always say, the black community depicts the white man as the enemy. Nah, the biggest enemy to a black man is another black man. And I'm going to say it again. The biggest enemy to a black man is another black man. My biggest fear for my children is not a white supremacist trying to harm them. My biggest fear as a black man for my children is another black young man trying to kill my kids. And it's sad, and I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. You know, my biggest fear is my kids growing up, getting their education, being intelligent, taking over my business, taking over my properties, taking over everything I worked hard for, and another young black man that's jealous try to kill him. That's my biggest fear. Yeah, that's my biggest fear. If I die, I'm cool. You know, but my biggest fear is another black child, another black man trying to destroy my child. That's my biggest fear in life. That I get my kids to the appropriate age where they can be successful, and another young black man trying to destroy my children's life. And that's what's happening in the hood right now. That's what's happening. And whether we want to shy away from it or whatever, the youth are killing the youth. And the jails are profiting from it. And they're looking forward to it. So, I don't really know how to fix this. I just know it's a problem. I heard one of the good Muslim brothers on one of the podcasts I was watching, on one of the interviews. He said, in order to fix the hood, we have to fix the house first. So I think that's a good way to start. We got to fix the household. We got to fix the black household. And I think that starts with the father being in the household. Because a lot of fathers, excuse me, y'all, it's 5 in the morning. A lot of fathers are just not in the household, and there's no discipline. Mothers can only do so much. But I believe a lot of these young men who are acting out never had male leadership. Now, there may be some, but I agree with my brother, my Muslim brother. I can't remember his name. But he said in order to fix the hood, you have to fix the household. You know, I think that's the thing. And not being sexist, but if we can fix the men, then I think we can get the men to train up the women the right way. So I think we got to start with fixing the men first, because the women are out of control. The women are worse than the men. But I think if we fix the man first, if we fix the head of the household, we stand a good chance to fix the family. You know. All right, I love you guys with the strength of Christ. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you feel I'm right, I'm wrong, I'm crazy. God bless you. I hope y'all have a great week. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world, but you choose to rock with me, and I don't take that for granted.